Photography is one of the best side hustles for people who already own a decent camera, because if you own the gear, your startup cost is basically zero. And the income potential is real. Event photographers charge $500 to $2,500 per event. Real estate photographers earn $150 to $300 per shoot. Headshot photographers charge $200 to $500 per session. Portrait photographers charge $300 to $800 per family session. You don't need to be a professional on day one. You need to be good enough to deliver value. And good enough comes a lot faster than most people think if you're intentional about it. Here's how to build a photography side hustle from scratch. Off-clock hustle logo animation with energetic sound. Welcome back to Off-Clock Hustle. Photography side hustles work because photography is a skill that people will consistently pay for, and because most people who own a DSLR or mirrorless camera are significantly underutilizing it. Whether you're starting with a beginner camera or you've been shooting as a hobby for years, there's a path to paid photography work. Today we're covering what niche to start in, how to build your portfolio fast, where to find clients, and how to price your work. Photography is broad. You'll grow faster and earn more if you pick a niche and build your reputation in it, rather than trying to shoot everything. Real estate photography is one of the most accessible and consistent niches for side hustlers. Every home that goes on the market needs photos. Real estate agents need a reliable photographer who turns around high-quality images fast. Rates are $150 to $350 per property, depending on market and square footage. It's technical work, wide angle, interior lighting, HDR blending, but very learnable. You can realistically book 4 to 8 properties per week in a good market once you're established. Event photography, corporate events, birthday parties, graduations, company parties. Less technical pressure than weddings, lower stakes if something goes wrong. Rates are $400 to $1,500 for a 2 to 4 hour event. The weakness, irregular schedule and harder to repeat. Headshot and portrait photography. LinkedIn headshots are in perpetual demand. Professionals constantly need updated headshots. A simple 1-hour headshot session at $250 to $400 is a clean, repeatable service. Family portraits are seasonal and sell around holidays and milestones. Wedding photography, the highest earning but also the highest pressure and skill requirement. Don't start with weddings unless you've assisted at several first. One bad wedding experience can tank your reputation before it's built. Pick one niche. Build a portfolio in it. Get your first 5 paid clients. Expand from there. You can't get clients without a portfolio. You can't build a portfolio without clients. This is the first hurdle, and here's how to get over it. Offer free or deeply discounted sessions to people who agree to let you use the photos in your portfolio. Friends and family first. Then, put a post in your neighborhood group. I'm building my photography portfolio and offering free headshot portrait ever sessions this weekend for people willing to let me use the photos in my portfolio. Reach out to local realtors for real estate photography. I'm launching my real estate photography service and looking to build my portfolio. I'd love to photograph one of your listings at no charge in exchange for honest feedback and permission to use the photos in my portfolio. Most realtors will say yes, it costs them nothing, and they get better photos than their iPhone. Practice and shoot as much as possible. Your skill develops with volume. Every shoot you do, paid or free, makes the next one better. Aim for 20 to 30 quality portfolio images before you start marketing seriously. That's enough to show what you can do. You don't need the most expensive camera to get paid for photography. You need a camera that can deliver sharp, high-quality images, and most modern DSLRs and mirrorless SS cameras do that. For real estate photography specifically, you want a wide-angle lens, 4 to 24mm range, a sturdy tripod, and ideally a basic set of speedlights or portable flashes for interior work. Budget around $500,000 for a solid starter kit if you already have a camera body. For portraits and headshots, a 50mm or 85mm prime lens is your workhouse. A basic reflector, $20, helps manage light. You don't need a studio. Natural light or a simple DIY backdrop works for headshots. Editing software. Adobe Lightroom is the industry standard and worth the cost. Learn to edit effectively. A good edit can make an average photo look great. The key principle: master what you have before upgrading. A photographer with great lighting and composition skills on a mid-range camera produces better work than someone with a $5,000 camera and no fundamentals. Once you have a portfolio, getting clients is about being visible in the right places. Real estate photography: email or LinkedIn message local realtors directly. Hi name, I'm a real estate photographer in area. Here's a link to my portfolio. I'd love to be your go-to photographer for listings. Follow up once. Target the agents who are listing the most, visible on Zillow and Redfin. Headshots: LinkedIn is where headshot clients live. Post your portfolio work there. Message connections in professional industries directly. I noticed your headshot is from a while back. I do professional headshots in the area. Happy to give you a great deal as a fellow connection. Local Facebook and Nextdoor groups. Announce your services. Post portfolio work regularly. Offer promotions tied to seasons. Back-to-school headshots, holiday family portraits. Referrals from your first clients. Ask every satisfied client for one referral. If you know anyone who needs type of photography, I'd really appreciate the introduction. Photography services spread fast through personal networks. Underpricing is the most common mistake new photographers make. Here's a realistic pricing framework by niche. Real estate: $150 to $250 is for a standard residential property under 2,500 square feet, $250 to $400 for larger homes, add-ons for virtual tours or twilight shoots. Headshots: $200 to $400 for a 45 to 60-minute session, including 3 to 5 edited images. Additional images available at $30 to $50 each. Family portraits: $350 to $700 for a 1-hour session, including 15 to 25 edited images digitally delivered. Events: $500,000 for a half day, 3-4 hours. $900 to $2,000 for a full day event. Price confidently. The customers who negotiate your rate down before they've even seen your work are often your most difficult clients. Trust your price, show your portfolio, and let it speak for itself. Once you're getting consistent bookings, you have options to increase your income without working more hours. Raise your rates. If you're booking out more than 2 weeks consistently, your prices are probably too low. Test a 15 to 20% rate increase. You'll likely close the same percentage of clients at the higher rate. Add digital products. Sell Lightroom presets, photography guides, or online courses. This takes your expertise and monetizes it passively. Add complementary services. Video walkthroughs for real estate. Social media content for businesses. Aerial drone photography requires FAA Part 107 certification, but opens significant revenue. Specialize deeper in your niche. The real estate photographer who specializes in luxury listings and builds a portfolio of high-end homes commands significantly higher rates than the generalist. Once you've completed your first 10 to 15 paid shoots and you have a working portfolio, the work shifts from finding any client to building a repeatable client acquisition system. Create a referral program. After every successful shoot, send a follow-up message. If you know anyone who needs typography, I'd really appreciate the referral. As a thank you, I'll offer your referral a 15% discount on their first session and give you a $25 credit toward your next shoot. Most people will at least think of who they know. Some will immediately refer someone. A structured program with a clear incentive works better than a casual ask. Build a Google business profile. For local photography services, this is your most valuable free marketing tool. People search real estate photographer city and headshot photographer city constantly. If you're not on Google Maps with reviews, you're invisible to this search traffic. Set it up, add photos of your work, ask every client for a review. Over 6 to 12 months, organic search can become your primary lead source. Create an email list from day one. Even a small list of 50 to 100 past clients and leads is worth building. A quarterly email, seasonal promotion, new work samples, booking availability keeps you top of mind for repeat business and referrals. ConvertKit and MailChimp both have free tiers that work fine at this scale. Package your services clearly. Instead of quoting custom prices for every inquiry, create 2 to 3 standard packages with clear inclusions and prices. Basic headshot package, 45 minutes, 3 edited images, $250. Clear packages remove friction from the booking decision and make you sound professional rather than uncertain about your pricing. Once you're earning from active photography work, look at ways to generate income from your photography that don't require your time at every transaction. Stock photography. Upload your best images to Shutterstock, Adobe Stock, and Getty Images. You earn royalties when businesses and creators license your images. Stock income is genuinely passive. A photo you uploaded 3 years ago still earns when someone licenses it today. The income per image is modest, but a catalog of 500+ quality images can generate $200 to $800 per month passively. Preset packs for Lightroom. If you've developed a signature editing style, package your Lightroom presets and sell them on Etsy or Gumroad. Photographers actively seek presets to speed up their editing workflow. A well-positioned preset pack at $15 to $35 can sell consistently to buyers you've never interacted with. Photography tutorials and courses. If you have genuine expertise in a niche, real estate photography, lighting, headshot posing, food photography, you can package that knowledge as a course on Udemy or Teachable. This takes more time to create, but generates revenue indefinitely from a single creation effort. These passive layers don't require abandoning active client work. They're parallel income streams that compound as your photography career develops. Photography is one of the most accessible creative side hustles if you already have the gear. Pick a niche, build a portfolio quickly with free shoots, start marketing to the right people, price yourself fairly, and deliver excellent work consistently. The first booking is the hardest. After that, referrals and reviews do most of the heavy lifting. And for photographers who want to go further, stock photography, presets, courses, there are passive income layers available that most photographers never explore. Subscribe to Off Clock Hustle for more real side hustle breakdowns. Drop a comment. What kind of photography are you interested in? I'll point you toward the right starting resources. See you in the next one.